Welcome to the Dory Shop Boatyard. Today we celebrate an important milestone in the building of our lovely twin schooners. The shutter plank is the last plank to be placed in a ship's hull. Once installed, the hull can be treated and caulked and painted, and work can begin on the inner fixtures. It's also a cause for celebration and some genuine maritime fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, Susan Corkum-Greek, and we're back. And my splinters are gone, but I got gloves on just in case.
I'm so glad you didn't hold it against us, truly.
No, it's so great to be back here. And like that was a good 18 months ago, right?
Yes.
When did you start these boats?
We laid the keels for the schooners in December of 2009, an even colder day than today, if you can believe. And we've worked 2 seasons on them to get them to this point. So yes, you were here fairly early on when you checked in.
But they're going to launch this spring, is that right?
This one will be launched this spring. Yes, we will have a launch this spring.
This is a great place to be, though, and you can actually come here and learn how to build your own dory. Is that right?
You can. At least a couple times a year, we offer a dory building course, and it's 2 weeks long. What we tell folks is that we hope that you have a basic sort of knowledge of hand tools,
right.
What end of the hammer to hold.
Right.
So this is an opportunity to come and work with our master dory builder, Jay Langford, and work with him. We keep the groups very small, no more than 6 people.
Which is great.
And
boys and girls.
Boys and girls,
yeah.
Absolutely. We were very excited, actually. We had our first female participant, took a while, but last fall, and she was right in there. And so in 2 weeks you build a traditional wooden bank dory. The finale of the 2 weeks is the launch of the boat and
nice.
Ceremonial rows around the harbor.
2 years ago we said these boats are going to be beautiful, and to me these are, and David Westergaard's design eye and knowledge of the shape of a hull is manifest now. You can see it. These are incredibly beautiful shapes that only become more beautiful as they get painted and finished. And that was one of the principal criteria, is not just fast but beautiful. And you can always, we'll have to see about the fast, but we can already see beautiful. I just think they're exquisite. I don't want to launch them. I think they look nice right there, but I guess we got to launch them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Dan Moreland. How are you?
Good. Good. Thank you, Stephanie.
I'm glad to be here for this occasion, because I was saying to Susan, we were outside when the hulls were just, is that right? Yeah. I don't want to say the wrong term.
That's okay.
Is that all right?
No, it's perfectly fine. We can laugh if you say the wrong thing. It gives us something to laugh at.
That's what I'm afraid of.
That's a lot of fun.
Circumnavigating the globe. There aren't a lot of people.
Is that going around? That's going around the world.
I don't know. I had to look it. I'm not kidding you when I say I had to look it up today.
Yeah.
It is, and you did it.
Well, yes.
And you live to tell. Now that takes a special sort of soul.
Well, the Picken Castle is the ship you're talking about.
Yes.
And she's a sail training ship, 180 feet long. She's out there. And we just finished our 5th world voyage, circumnavigation, and that's with 40 trainees, and that's a wonderful thing too.
So you're bringing people out there that are essentially rookies and training them to do it.
Well, it's a very rigorous training program. So yes, but that's how you learn. You learn. And
yeah. You can't sit in a classroom and learn to sail, I guess.
No, there's a lot of things you can't learn. You got to do them. And I mean, yes, there's a lot of instruction, but you learn, and it's a good, strong ship, and it's a relatively benign environment most of the time, but it's what we do, and I'm proud of it, and they like it too.
Very good. Okay, now at CNBC we celebrate the 4 Atlantic provinces, and we are in probably one of the most famous places, that being Lunenbury, Nova Scotia. You live here and love it?
Yeah, this is home. I've lived here longer than anyone else, and came ages ago on a schooner when I was restoring schooners some 20, 30 years ago, and I found out I had more friends here than I did in my other port, so I said, well, let's switch to here. It's been great.
Very good, very good. Yeah. Okay, now we also like to ask people where their favorite places to go for a pint. Could you give us a tip?
Well, now that's a very, very loaded question.
Is that true?
But I have to introduce, we have an international adopt a pub program.
Oh.
And so we have a favorite pub in every port.
I like you, Captain.
So, and this is a part of our, United Nations participation and just bringing peace and harmony to the world. Yes, I am.
I love this.
And it's,
you're a giver.
We're a giver. When they say giver, they're talking about us. So, but we have good pubs in Lunenbury, the Knot and the Grand Banker and the Crow's Nest, and maybe one or two along the way. I think.
Okay, now this is a great question. Now, so I pull into New Brunswick. Do you ever pull into New Brunswick anywhere?
We have, but St. John. It's been a while. We're there for a tall ship event, but we haven't been up Bay of Fundy for a long time.
Okay, and how about Prince Edward Island?
Yeah, PEI, Summerside, go there. Sometimes Charlottetown. Yeah.
You're not dropping pub names though here now.
I don't. I don't have the pub names in the tip of my tongue.
And Newfoundland and Labrador?
Newfoundland. If you can't have fun in Newfoundland, you're out of your mind.
Again, another reason to love Captain Dan.
I mean, if Newfoundland were in the tropics, it'd be more famous than Tahiti. Newfoundland is a great time, and if you can't have fun there, it means your DNA is wrong. You're just messed up. Newfoundland's the most funnest place on earth.
Amen, my brother.
And if you show up on a big sailing ship, it's even more fun. People ask me, what's a whiskey plank? I said, I have no idea. In fact, we don't have any whiskey. It's rum, so you guys sort that out. When I'm all done, Ollie's going to put the plank in. The plank's in. He's going to fasten it. He promised that he was going to help build the boat, and we doubled the price when he offered to do that. And so he stopped doing that. But he has to put the nails in. That's his penance.
Do it again! That was the first take!